A group calling itself the Concerned Students Association of the University of Ghana is this afternoon demanding an immediate removal of the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Nana Aba-Piamfo, from office over what they describe as the lack of leadership in resolving students' concern. The group, which took to the streets earlier today in a movement dubbed Bre Mo 2.0, also protested management's recent 40% fee increment, accommodation deficits as well. My colleague James Kwesi Efechi joined the demonstrators from Obra Spot to the Independence Square, where the students presented a petition to the Ministry of Education.
Management of the university, precisely the Vice-Chancellor, has failed in ensuring peace and security on campus and should find herself to blame and not the hall master and senior tutor for a clash that has not been proven residents of Commonwealth or were involved. We call for the immediate removal of the Vice-Chancellor if she continues to find justification in the decision of removing the hall master and senior tutor of Commonwealth as a result of the negligence of her duty of ensuring peace and security on campus, and also upon refusal to accept blame for the said clash. Last year, residents of traditional halls paid a sum of 854 Ghana cedis for a year as accommodation fees, but this year, university management has increased the prices by more than 75%, and as a result, students have to pay 1,500 cedis yearly for traditional halls. Concerning the UGA hostels, the updated prices stand at 3,842 a year minus JCR dues and then fuel levy, with last year's price standing at 2,980 per year, representing approximately a 30% increment. These increments are unreasonable. Students are suffering and we demand clarity. 1,000 cedis every month as allowance for entertainment, and we need clarity to this information. Here are our demands. Number one, students demand a refund of the unlawful monies they have been charged as school fees and a reversal of the unreasonable and exorbitant prices of residential accommodation on campus. Number two, we demand that management of the university comes up with a clear plan on solving accommodation problems. Lasting solutions have to be meted out to this long-existing problem immediately. Also, starting from this year, every Tom, Dick, and Harry, every student wants to see hostels springing up on the university campus. Number three, students demand that university management reverses their decision on the academic fees increment and immediately comply to the Minister of Education's directive on the 2021 academic year's fees increment. Demand number four, we demand an immediate reversal of the in-out-out-out policy, which has proven not to solve the accommodation problems, but rather incur several challenges on students. Number five, students demand reinstatement of JCRs of both Commonwealth Hall and Mensa Sabah Hall. Continuing students of these halls of residences should be sent back. The hall master and senior tutor of Commonwealth Hall, who were relieved of their duties, should be reinstated immediately. Point number six, also, we demand that management shows concern to the rampant cases of scam where innocent students and parents or guardians are robbed of their hard-earned money, and a situation of protocol fees paid by students and parents or guardians to be able to secure accommodation. Point seven, we demand a stop to student brutalities. Point eight, we demand the issue of all unaccredited courses resolved immediately. Point nine, we demand that there is a lift of ban on Hall Week celebrations and the lift of ban on the hypocritical ban of public gatherings as well.
For this demonstration, of course, a peaceful one that has not caused any havoc in town. I want to thank the police service that has guided you here safely. And on behalf of the Minister for Education, Dr. Yao Ose Educhum, and on behalf of the President, I take this petition from the student leadership and I will present it to the Minister. I know the Minister is going to engage all stakeholders that are mentioned in this petition so that together we can have a solution to this problem. Education cannot fester on a campus that is very, very rowdy and rioting.
God bless you.
Education can only fester in peace. And we need educational people. We need people who have the knowledge to move this nation forward.
Amen.
Therefore, your petition will be taken care of. I will present it to the minister, and you will hear from the minister.
To the issue of private hostels you raised in your petition, you have accused some senior members of the university of taking advantage of the problem on campus to put up hostels and charging students very exorbitant fees. Which of these hostels belong to which senior management, and how much are they charging for it?
Okay, so we'll just be, we'll say, you see, these are alleged things that have come up, and it is out of the plights after speaking to students. In the petition, one thing that we said was we need affordable, units to be.
Does that mean that the concerned Student Association of University of Ghana have just heard rumors of senior management putting up hostels and renting to a student in exorbitant fees, and have put it in their petition?
Yeah, to confirm to that, this year in particular, we experienced something. After the portal for accommodation has been opened for students to apply, that's the normal UJ hostels, the traditional halls, Pentagon, Bani, Ivandi. After that has been exhausted, 2-3 hours after us, we have the portal being opened again. The portal was open and we had private hostels on it, like Heaven's Gate and the rest on the portal of.
Are those the ones owned by the school senior manager?
Those are our claims. That's what we believe in. Because for you to put those hostels on the portal means you have a share in it. Yes.
Is it the school management that have blown the hostel?
Yes, please. Is the school management.
Have you raised these concerns to them?
Yes, we've raised these concerns and nothing has been done about it. They said they don't care. They said they don't care. Because for you to put hostels from UPSA on University of Ghana website, what are you telling me? What are you telling me? I can say boldly that they have shares in him. This is enough evidence to confirm what you are saying, because we have no alliance with UPSA. We have no alliance with UPSA that we will say that it's because of our alliance that we are putting hostels of UPSA on our portal. And those hostels are very, very expensive. 5,600 plus.
If apart from this, nothing is done, is it only going to be limited to the demonstration, or there are some other activities coming up?
Okay, so you see, before I answer that, I want to say it. I want to say this. Our demands are very simple. So we are even expecting them to meet them immediately. The demands are simple. This year, we want to see hostels springing up on campus. If you do not have the money, you can get proposals with investors, private investors. They are willing to come on board. Real estate is a very profitable venture. You might not get the profits there and then, but then with time, you get your profit. So private investors, we believe.
Why do you think these things are not happening?
We believe, or we think, that some of the conditions that they give them are not, like, juicy enough to bring them on board to build hostels for students. So we are saying that, you see, these demands are simple. If they are not met with pragmatic solutions immediately, then we'll take it to the next
Well,
level.
let's bring in Opon Chichiku, who's with the student, before we talk about the gold for oil deal. Opon, thank you so much for your time here on the Pulse. So what will be your next line of action if government fails to deal with your concerns of accommodation on campus?
Hello?
Yes, I was asking about your next steps following today's demonstration.
All right, so I think that we have, in our previous engagement, outlined series of, activities that will be taken in defense of the rights of students. One is what we just saw happen. This was not ideally orchestrated by the National Union of Ghana Students, but this is something that we think that the students are right on. And for us as a union, or for us as a national union, what we will be doing is that we'll keep up with the engagement at various headquarters, at various offices that we need to be. We'll keep on defending the rights of students. And then we'll be sending out strong messages to our universities that, look, these matters of accommodation, these matters of school fees and all of that are matters that have the tendency to truncate education at the very highest levels. And so when there are laws that should be followed to the core in ensuring that students have a safely and a sound academic environment to study in, the universities and whatever agency or whoever is in charge and position should not stand in the way of students in a matter of trying to avert the law or doing what they think is right in their own opinions. And I'll tell you, the next line of action of the union would not be discussed on media like we have done in the previous times. We have said that we love the engagement because we think that we can get whatever results that we want to get via engagement and via negotiations. But we think that at this point, especially for university managements like the University of Ghana, it is becoming more of a tyranny that is persisting in the university, and we think that we also need to bolster our steps. And so expect more from us, more bolstered steps that would take the university maybe by surprise, and then we would not stop until we would get whatever that is due our students for them to keep going.
And just what you can see on the screens there, VC must go. It's part of the messaging that ran through today's demonstration. Is it the case that you're asking for her dismissal? Some say it's far-fetched, isn't it?
I think that when demonstrations of a sort happen, people come out with all of their grievances to the Bre. And for me, as International Relations Secretary, yesterday, I was following a demonstration by UK students on Aberdeen campus, just about students' rights and students' welfare, just like this. And a lot of the placards that came out, most of them were concerns of students that felt that, okay, this is not right, and so while we are having a demonstration, let's fix in this message. But I think that the crux of our argument has been made clear that, look, you cannot raise fees above 15% increment that have been approved by Parliament, legally approved, and as well, you need to, as much as you can, work on issues that affect students, such as accommodation. These are the major issues that form the crux of our argument. And I think that every well-meaning Ghanaian buys into our argument and whatever that we have been saying over and over the last few weeks. And so for whatever that has been said by any student concerning the VC's position and what have you, I think that that is not the position of the National Union of Ghana Students. What our position is that as a listening VC, as Professor Nanaba Apiamfo is, she should listen to the cries of her students. As a big mother as she is, we are expecting that when the students call out on her that their fees are too high and they can't pay, when the students are on the verge of losing out on a quality education because their fees have been raised to as high as 38% increment, she would listen and make them feel that she is a listening mother as they are. And maybe in the next demonstration or whatever activity, these things will not be coming up.
Well, I'm grateful, Poncho Shukru, for joining us.